Hello, my name's Adam and welcome to UK Theme Parks and this very special news bulletin from Chessington World of Adventures as we look forward to Tiger Rock and Land of the Tigers in 2018. Now then, we have some information for you. We're going to have a quick breakdown of the ride and a quick breakdown of the area so we know exactly what we're looking forward to in 2018, plus some information on the Tigers themselves and a opening date which we now finally have as well. So, they've introduced various aspects of the Tigers. So we know there's 4 Amur Tigers coming from Sweden. They'll be coming to Chessington World of Adventures over the next few weeks. Well, they're not there yet, they are still in Sweden. And the park has set up sort of a face tiger digital enrichment program to get used to, so they can get used to know the keepers. It's a very difficult way of explaining that. It's a bit like FaceTime. For anyone who uses FaceTime or uses video apps or anything like that, effectively the Tigers can see what their new keepers look like and kind of interact accordingly. They can see their tigers walking around their enclosure in Sweden and, you know, really get used to kind of what they're like, what their behaviours are like. So it's a great new programme. Now, the 4 new arrivals, we have 3 females and 1 male. One leader who is called, you'll have to excuse me if I get these wrong, Tsar, T-S-A-R. He is the male tiger which will be coming across, and he'll be joined by 3 female ones in Olga, Kalinka and Kyra. All of which will be present and available from when the area opens. Now, the enclosures are still being built at the moment. It's a brand new multi-million-pound enclosure area which is being built, and it's kind of, you know, the main part, really, of the redevelopment of what was Mr. Chessington Land of the Tigers. So, in that area, we know there will be the 4 tigers. Now, we know from the plans, or certainly we believe from the plans, that the 2 Sumatran tigers, which the park have, 2 females, will also be moved to that area, obviously not together, in a different custom-built one. So, there are 3 kind of dens, 3 enclosures. It wouldn't surprise me if the males separated from the 3 females to begin with, and then the 2 Sumatran ones another one, but we will have to wait and see on that. That will also include the Log Flume. So Tiger Rock, formerly Dragon Falls, will have its theming put up, and it will hopefully be completely regenerated around that area. It will interact much more with the tigers, it will interact with the people. It's just going to be a lot closer than you've ever been before to the ride and indeed to the animals. So we know that there's going to be new tigers, and we know that there's going to be new theming, and we know the Log Flume is staying. We know Peking Heights has gone. So 1 ride area. Now then, we have an opening time. Now, I have to say, we thought the ride would be opening with the park, or certainly very close afterwards. You know, generally Chessington, when they open new rides, they do open them with the park rather than much further down the line. However, from our vlog you probably saw a couple of weeks ago when we went to the park during closed season, you may have noticed, and we did point out, that none of the construction has started over the drop. Now, whilst most of it is probably prefabricated and to go over, you know, they're obviously not in a position to do that yet. The cages which they're putting in will need to be put in. I would imagine they probably want to finish the theme of the ride before they put the new tigers in. So it may well be the case that the area will be complete and developed by sort of early April. Certainly the heavy machinery developed and sorted by, you know, April time, and then time for the tigers to settle in, have, you know, keepers walk around them, get to know the keepers, have, you know, staff walk around the area and really kind of get used to it before throwing the public straight in a completely new environment to them. We don't know that, we are speculating on that, but the ride will open on the 5th of May. Which is really late because it misses the Easter period, and much like Portman's Park, where, you know, we went last year and it looked like the Portman's Park Peppa Pig World was nearly kind of done, and that's not opening until late May, and this looks like it's going to be another May opening. Well, it's definitely going to be another May opening of May the 5th. I have to say we're a little bit disappointed in it because it is obviously going to leave the park with a ride short as well for the first couple of months, and indeed the busy Easter period. As we said about Fort Park and, about Alton Towers and their seasonal rides, you know, the water rides really can come into their own now from the beginning of April. It was very, very hot last April, one of the hottest ones we've had in a long time. So it's a real shame to see it close. And whilst we still have the Gruffalo, it'd be nice to have that ride as well as a water alternative. But 5th of May is when we're looking for it. You know, I am expecting real high things from Chessington World of Adventures this year. You know, their theming detail was very, very good on the Gruffalo. Very, very good. The lighting, you know, the models, it was very, very good. And whilst we might like some things that move like Disney, I don't think we're ever going to get that in the Merlin theme park, sadly. So what they were given, the effects they put in, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So the expectations of this area And indeed, the reef-in to Dragon Falls is absolutely high, real paramount high. And you know, the Tigers, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely to see them, you know, in a completely different area of the park. And it will be really interesting to see, certainly come the winter period, whether or not you'll still be able to go and see them, whether or not they are actually going to change the route, whether or not they can change the plan. You know, as it stands, you can't see the lorikeets during the winter, but it'd be really nice when they've got this wonderful new area. Not that we expect the Log Flume to be open, but they've got this wonderful new area if you can still get up there and see the Tigers during the closed season. A lot of questions still to be answered, but you know, new information. We have 3 females, 1 male coming from Sweden, which we kind of knew already, and the area, you know, land of the Tigers will open on the 5th of May 2018, and hopefully we will be there for that, because we love Chessington, as you know, and we get a lot of stick for it, but Chessington is our fan favourite park. It's one we supported kind of from the word go, and we've stuck with it. We've stuck with it very well. So stick with us. Any more news we get, we will bring it to you, and if not, we will see you at Chessington World of Adventures, the land of the Tigers, from the 5th of May 2018. My name's Adam, it's been UK Theme Parks, and we'll see you next time.